Welcome to the HEMSI Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Tuesday, December 11, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at 976. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at 1032. We had 30 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and no new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. Very solid market internals today. For the volatility, 470,000 contracts traded on the VIX with 34 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar weighted put call ratio in December, we saw 5.67, which is bullish, with 29% of the total premiums paid. On January, a 0.53, which is neutral, with 27% of the total premiums paid. And in February, a 0.34 reading, which is bearish, with 35% of the total premiums paid. So basically a neutral if we take out all the readings we had here. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. As you can see here, we have a nice update, almost 10 handles for the day. Pretty good, and the interesting thing is that we did break out from the trend line we had here. We broke the 1420 level we talked about yesterday. We closed above it. I'm looking here for 1441. And I'm looking here as a longer term target, 1460 as the next target. Here we have the daily chart with the moving average. As you can see here, we broke the 55-day moving average. We talked about that yesterday. We finished higher, which was positive. I'm looking here for 1460 on the longer time frame, looking for a test of the next highs we had here. And after that, taking out the highs of the year. It's going to take a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll see if we're able to make it this year or in the beginning of next year. That's going to depend on the fiscal cliff and on the news we're going to get in and out every day from here on. For SPY, yesterday we had this trend line here as resistance. We talked about getting long when we broke it to the upside. Today we broke it on the opening and then we started rallying. Very nice market here. I'm looking for 146 as our next target here on SPY. For the Qs, I'm still negative on the Qs here. One reason here, we have not been able to break this downward trend line we have here. We touched it, and we failed today. We also failed to break the 55-day moving average on a closing basis for the Qs. So that leaves me here on a negative territory, maybe flat to down here on the 65.6 level. So keep an eye here on the Qs. I would not be long Qs here unless we break the 55, that trend line we have here, and the 100-day moving average, which basically means you're better off with the SPY in my opinion. Here we have the IWM chart. We talked about this yesterday. Getting ready to break out. Here we have it. Very nice day, up 1.3%. I'm looking for 84 as a next target. Very nice and solid consolidation here and breaking out today. So I'm looking still for higher prices. On SLV here, you could see yesterday we talked about the 55-day moving average closing exactly at it, and today we gapped down at the open. You could see here we started rallying and we were able to finish almost at the highs of the day, but still pretty bearish here on SLV. We tried several times to rally and try to take that 34 level. We couldn't. I'm looking for 31 as our next target here on the downside. Remember, tomorrow we have FOMC. That's gonna be critical for the metal, so watch what the Fed has to say. Here we have Apple, another interesting chart. This is one of the reasons I am not bullish on the Qs. I'm still thinking we're going to test the lows here in Apple, the 500, and even barely break the 500, maybe intraday. I've talked about that the last couple of days. Here you can see we went up, we test that resistance, and we failed, finishing down. We were up still 2.25 for the day percent, which was a pretty good day for Apple, but still I'm looking for lower prices. As you can see here, we're still making lower lows on this downward trend, so I'm looking for the 500 level.